Okay, so I'm coming from a very remote and regional part of Australia at the moment. We're actually on a bit of a break, enjoying some of the rural communities in New South Wales. Actually, not that far from Sydney, but it is quite regional here. And it was really noticeable when over the Easter long weekend, none of our internet services were working at all. Or they're kind of working, but not well. And the thing was, is that there were thousands of people at this particular campsite, all with their smart things, their devices, their mobile phones, and everything else, that were really pushing the capacity of the local and regional network infrastructure here. It sort of highlights a problem of the modern world where we're building businesses and our economies around cloud computing services. Everyone's talking about AI and all of these things, but it does rely on really good network infrastructure. And when you're in a place that doesn't have that infrastructure that you're used to, things start to break down very quick, which is why you probably haven't seen or heard from me for a few days. Literally could not upload any videos or even record videos was difficult because of all the other noise and everything else going around. So the thing is that when these things get to capacity, for mobile networks, and I used to work for Ericsson many years ago, and so was quite intimate and understood how these networks work. And what they're doing is they're doing this division of time, available time and resources. Everyone's sharing the same radio frequencies or spectrum that they're able to to be able to talk to the towers. The thing is when they get overloaded, instead of just shutting you out completely, they start deprioritizing your available bandwidth. So voice works and works fairly well because it actually really doesn't require a lot of data to function. But all the other data services, like scrolling Facebook or checking email, etc., use comparatively a lot more bandwidth. And when these systems are talking, smartphones are constantly and talking to the cloud infrastructure and everything that's around. So we had thousands of these devices here on the weekend trying to talk to a base station that's designed for about 100, right, at most. So it just started breaking down. You'd stall. It would give you a little bit of time. You can do something, and then it would cut you off and move to the next one, next one, next one, and keep repeating and going around. Then there's all the interference from all those other devices trying to communicate on the same frequencies. And this highlights a problem for anyone who's building a modern business. You have to be aware of um, the where your critical points of failure are. You know, specifically around radio communications, internet access, and services like that. That you can build your business in the cloud and take advantage of AI and all of this cool tech, but if you can't access it, your business stops. What are you going to do about it? Can you design your business to function without needing access to that 24/7? And do you have backup processes to deal with those outages? All been to those, to the supermarket or Bunnings, right? And they've lost power, or their payment gateways are down. They can't take payment. The amount of money that's been transacted on a weekend through Bunnings is quite phenomenal. And if they can't trade because everyone's got tap and go cards and such like, and very few people are carrying cash, they have to close their doors. So what is the same thing for your business? The weak point in your business, that if those things stop working, so does your business. You cannot trade. You cannot function. We all have them, but we need to work out mitigating processes and procedures and understand what those impacts are. And in some cases, the answer might be just shut your doors if you cannot access that particular resource. And that's fine, as long as you've got a plan for it. So, yeah, when you're building your business, be aware of where those weaknesses are. Be aware where those, um, those single points of failure, but also those critical systems and those processes that is going to block your business from being able to grow, function, and scale. Should they go away? Cloud tech is great, but not so great when it does.